there, Chocks and Chocolates in between. Roberto here for another video review. It's the Cadbury Cake Bars Gooheads, so Gooheads Cake Bars. Yeah, so based on their sort of Halloween-y, like, you know, as you can imagine, Halloween products. So like I guess they're sort of cream egg versions for Halloween essentially. Used to do the scream eggs, which are basically cream eggs but with a green goo rather than a yellow goo in the centre. There's still the whites around. But this one, they've just got rid of that completely now and just have the white in it. So it's clearly not as good a product for that reason, not as interesting. I mean, scream eggs, you know, having the green sort of like inside the white as well, a bit more interesting. Well, these ones haven't. And of course, it doesn't really sort of work here because you can see the sort of like egg-shaped products, but you know, how's it compared to this? Why the egg-shaped? There's nothing egg about them. So interesting one, but there we are. So cake bars with obviously like a sort of fondant topper. Let's see what it actually says. The official description. Chocolate flavoured sponge with a white fondant topping. Well, there you go. Covered in milk chocolate. Milk chocolate 34%. Alright, so palm fat in there. So per 100 grams, 425 calories, 18.3 grams of fat, 9.2 which are saturates. And per cake bar, 25 grams, 105 calories, 4.6 grams of fat, 2.3 which are saturates. Alright, there we go. So it's vegetarians, big green dots. So you can't necessarily recycle this product, but Cadbury does support recycling. Indeed, it's got the in the bin there. There's sort of like a mini roll equivalent for Halloween. I mean, what for me would be interesting in these ones if they did the fondant a different colour based on what goo egg you had. So for instance, this one it could be a brown colour, this one white, this one green, this one purple maybe or red, and this one orange. So you know that would be more fun, wouldn't it? Then you have you have 5 different bars. That's how it should be, shouldn't it? That should be how it is. Why it's not like that? That'd be far more interesting. Obviously, well, money wise is why it's not, but that would make it more of a point, more interesting. In fact, it does say up there, go back to the recycling, you can recycle the tray. Even though that applies, you throw it in the bin there. At home, don't recycle at home, recycle bags at large supermarkets. Within the Republic of Ireland, you can recycle it at home, as I've always mentioned. And why can't UK, I don't know. But yeah, I think we just need to move ourselves down, give them an open, so like on the inside. So let's do just that. Okay, everyone, we're going to these Cadbury Goohead Cake Bars, or Cake Bars Gooheads. And open, and why not? So let's go straight into it. It's time to go to about 1,200 views, so like this video. Please hit that button, subscribe to the channel, not doing so already. And tomorrow I'll comment to place all my other reviews, well, some related ones, such as other cake bar products, other Cadbury products, the Halloween-y products. Yeah, if you like, subscribe, go check those out. Hope you enjoyed us too. Now, first of all, you can imagine that there should be another one in here, shouldn't there? You know, and also, well, I guess, yeah, look, you've also got the different heads on each of the bars. So they do know that there's 5 different ones in here that aren't the same, unless that's a fluke. So why can't they all be different colours, like the different creams? Surely that's what they should be. You know, that would be so much more exciting, wouldn't it? It really would be. But yeah, alright, but they are all the same. I mean, we'll perhaps try 2 just to check, but I think they are. But of course you could, as I say, you remember the fact that they've got the wrapper in as well. You could easily fit in another there, couldn't you? Although they would have to have another Goohead monster on it, I think. Obviously based on the Universal monsters or what have you. Frankenstein, etc. For the most part, anyway. But alright, let's give this a bit of an open itself. So again, a lot smaller than the wrapper implies. I mean, you can see how small it is. So we put it back in here. And look at that, you know, it's just... So not only could we fit, you know, 6 in here, you could probably fit an extra 2 on the top as well. There's actually room in here for 3 more bars, and there's only 5 in there, so it's over 50% more you could fit in, area-wise. Yeah, I can't perfectly guarantee you could fit one in there, but you know, the area at least, or maybe on its side or something. So yeah, a bit rubbish really, isn't it? A bit rubbish. But they do it for shelf presents, things like this, but you know, it still is a bit rubbish. Alright, let's give it a bit of a measure then. Okay, so it's not quite straight at the sides of things, but about 7.3 centimetres there. Height, about 2.3, 2.2. Depends where you get it from. And then, what was the one we didn't do? It was our length, wasn't it? Roughly a bit knobbly, 7.2 roughly. Well, that did go down to exactly there, but you know what I mean. Okay, so let's give it a bit of a chop. Chop it down the sides. If we chop it from the top, it squinches it down. Alright, no, not bad actually. Appearances on the inside. I think it looks reasonably similar to how it looks on the packaging. If not exactly the same, yeah. A bit thicker chocolate. The bottom one's a bit more similar. Could maybe argue that there's maybe a bit more sponge in them in real life, but it's very similar though. Still look to be about the same amount of cream, so yeah, quite impressed with that. So we'll open another one as well, just to check it doesn't have a different colour. This is, you know, the first one we opened. Let's see, where's the wrapper for that? This is a vampire one. This one was like a pumpkin head man one. There you go. Alright, so it should be the same. I think we're expecting the same. Yeah, basically, it's the same. Alright, so they look pretty nice, but how did it taste? Let's open this up and find out. Let's give them a taste. Okay everyone, okay, we're going to these Cadbury Goo Heads cake bars. Or cake bars Goo Heads. A taste, and why not? So quite excited for these ones. We've got one we cut in half earlier, so let's give it a bit of a go. So it's like, let's give it a taste. Not bad. I mean, basically, a lot of these cake bars are quite similar. This is no exception. I mean, there's a lot of sponge in there, really. It's quite dryish sponge, vaguely chocolate flavour, but nothing too exciting. I mean, chocolate sponge, even though when you're a kid you think, oh, chocolate sponge was the best, you know, just chocolate, chocolate, chocolate. But it's actually not as good as vanilla sponge, because vanilla sponge has a vanilla-y taste, a bit more light and fluffy, just has a bit more of a taste about it. Whereas chocolate sponge is a bit boring, really, actually. It doesn't really taste that chocolatey. The fondant top is okay. So, it just has a bit of a, you know, liquid to the sponge, really. But it doesn't have much of a taste. It's quite plain, you know, there's nothing about it, nothing interesting. I wish it had different colours from the Goo Heads. They're all the same colour, you know, sort of like whitey fondant colour, you know, or even if they had multiple colours in the colour itself, even if they're all the same, but just had, you know, like a green in like the Scream eggs used to have. These basically were based on, you know, the Cadbury cream eggs. The Goo Heads are basically that, but without the yellow. You know, if they did a Scream eggs bar, which had the green in, like it was a, you know, like a Cadbury cream egg, but with the green instead of the yellow. And this would have green and white. It'd be a bit more interesting, a bit more fun. But it doesn't have that either. So you just end up with a bit of a bland cake bar, a bit of a sort of fondant topper that doesn't really have any taste. Just adds a bit of, you know, moistness to it, really. But you need more of it, to be honest with you. So they're okay, these ones. They're not very exciting. They're not very interesting for kids, I would say. I mean, they look nice on the packaging and things, but when you actually eat them, they're a bit boring, really, I think. Yeah, just a bit of an average cake bar. So 2.5 for free. You know, I feel like 2.5 might be a bit harsh. But there's nothing exciting about them, you know what I mean? So I think there's a lot better things out there. Cadbury mini rolls, I think, are just a bit more interesting. I wouldn't say they're massively exciting, though, even them themselves, although I did used to love them when I was a kid. But yeah, but I think those are better than these. I think there's certainly worse things out there, really. Just there's a lot more blander things. I think the fondant topper does give it a bit of something, but it's very minor. So I think it's just about 3 out of 5, but I feel like it's definitely closer to a 2.5 than a 3. And on another day, I might have knocked it down a bit, really, but I feel like it might be a bit too harsh. So 3 out of 5, but certainly closer to a 2.5 than anything else. Alright guys, so if you enjoyed that review, let me know what you think. Yeah, what's your favourite Halloween product and Cadbury cake bar product or cake bar product generally? Just let me know. Always get to hear from you and always do best to reply. And I'll see you next time. Bye for now. See ya.